Hello, hello. I hope everybody's doing okay. Doing some sharing out of some things. Got a few things to say. I'll be able to check the chat in just a second. Hey, West Haven and Van Life, it's good to see you guys. Cool. How are y'all? Yes, I'm on my phone. I do not have a picture up this time. I'm just kind of winging it, so to speak. I did have a premiere earlier today with Spectrum Retreat. It was pretty good. It's a little bit shorter than what I've been doing. And and I'm kind of thankful that some of it is short, some of it's longer. But Yankee Kyle, hello. Mike, hello. It is good to see you. But yeah, I wanted to go live for a little bit and hang out with you guys. Oh, that's nice. But yeah, things on some of the games I will say have changed, and I've been keeping as up to date as I possibly can on some of the things that are done on these games that I'm playing and their multiplayer. And the reason being is because if the strategy I was using is not going to work, then I need to come up with a different plan as much as possible. And some of the fixes, it clearly states in one of in my, especially phasmophobia, when it a ghost is hunting anything that is electronic, that also means anything that has battery to it, um cannot be on at the time that you it is hunting, because it will still find you just as good as if you are talking while you're playing the game. Now, there's a lot of times I've noticed that my microphone will switch to a different microphone, and I won't be saying anything, but there's noise in the background. I have a headset that I can mute my microphone directly off the headset, and that way it cannot hear me. I do not get heard, and I'm usually really quiet. Sometimes if I use that and I go to try to hide from the ghost, away from the hunt, it will switch the microphone to one that is something that I can't do anything about, and it could still hear me and it will still get me. It's done it a couple times to me. So not only that, there's another thing that happened. Um, Something wasn't done in order, so it didn't go the way it was planned tonight, um, on somebody's channel. So I plan on doing a video and showcasing both the old way of being hunted and the new way as far as to try to survive and see how that works. Also, there are certain things that have to be done in order for certain things to unlock or happen. And of course, half of it got done in the right order. The other part did not. So it ended up not working out to the advantage of somebody. So definitely going to be making some videos, kind of explaining it, showing it. Um, got some good ideas, and I'm definitely going to be making a lot of changes for myself. And a lot of it is the way that people's attitude towards me gets when I am trying to help, and things that I do say to try to help are not being listened to. I'm just going to start walking away from it. Not going to deal with it anymore. Not going to put any energy into being helpful as I have been. I'm just not. I'm not going to waste any more energy on doing any of that, because I feel like at times I do feel like I get took advantage of, and other times I feel like it doesn't matter either way. So, but yeah, I know a lot of things that I've done have usually been for the benefit of other people, and it's high time I start doing things to benefit me. Van life, born and raised in DC. I'm a Yankee too, but it is good to see everybody. Very much happy to see everybody here. But yeah, my decent day turned into a not so good day. And I love everybody. I love my friends. I love hanging out with everybody. But sometimes it gets too much, and people change, and people change their outlook on things and outlook on other people. And it's about time I started doing the same thing, I guess. But I'm not going to be mean. I'm not going to be in a position, though, to keep feeling like I'm getting burned every time. Not going to do that. You have those kind of days too, Yankee Call? And I hate to hear that. Like, I really do hate to hear that. But I love my friends. I love my besties. I got more than one. I love the fact that I do have a lot of people that I can talk to and feel that support, and I'm very grateful for it. Um, just today, well, the last couple of days, I've been on that borderline on Twitter. Now, I do want to say a lot of people don't see it as an accomplishment. Even some of my close friends don't see it as an accomplishment. But since I've been on Twitter and I've been doing a lot on Twitter, and you guys know that's where I first initially started at is Twitter. Since I've been on Twitter, I have grown to almost 5,800 followers. And I'm not saying it to brag. I'm just saying it because I'm grateful and I'm humbled that there's so many people out there that see what I say, the good and the bad, and they want to follow me and check out what I've got to share or say or anything like that. It is something to celebrate, especially when you're somebody who has always been treated like your opinion doesn't matter. And the slogan that you're always told is shut up. To see that there's that many people out in the world that want to follow me, that want to support me, you know, it makes it makes a huge difference to me. And it's not that I'm saying I'm proud because I want to be arrogant or anything. I'm happy and humbled that there's so many people that want to follow me there. I'm so glad and happy that there's so many people that are subscribed here and watch my content. Some of it, people don't like, some people do. And that's okay. But the way I see it, like I was encouraging somebody the other day when they started getting discouraged for people putting thumbs down on their videos. Look at it as they're still supporting you because even with those thumbs down, that's just their opinion of that particular stream or video. They're still there supporting you. And see, really, I'm not a follow for follow. I don't always follow these people that do follow me. I don't always follow them back. I do check them out and see how they are. And because I've had issues with things happening in the past with my Twitter, especially with my Twitter, I see something come up, I see something um start up, somebody's wanting to attack me for whatever reason. I don't care. Or you unfollow me for whatever reason. I end up putting a block on people because of the fact, for one, if you unfollow me, you don't want to see what I have to say or what I share out as far as other people's links or um, even my own links, whatever the case may be. So I kind of help do that extra favor to help you avoid seeing me again in a blog. And that's normally the case for me. If I see something that happens and it's an unfollow, I block. Now, granted, Twitter has a tendency to find accounts that are considered fake, and they will take them off automatically. Hey, Patrick, it's good to see you. Yeah, paranormal does sell. Um, Bill 56 Bill Air, it is so good to see you. I'm so glad you guys are here. Oh, you're good, Patrick. You're good. But yeah, I feel like it's an accomplishment on Twitter. I mean, the things that I've been through on social media, I know a lot of people can relate to some of the stuff that's happened, but they're still, and I'm still growing. And there's that many people that want to see what I have to say um, on different subjects or just my daily, whatever you want to call it. And then also, I support others. I do what I can to share out. And yes, I did say earlier, I'm probably going to start being more selfish. Although that's really not my style. I'm usually about helping other people out and supporting other people, but I'm going to start looking towards helping myself out. My followers are more so following for financial stuff. Yeah. I'm into the paranormal, not the money that can be made. Exactly. I'm the same way. Like, I consider investigating or exploring and stuff like that. That's a hobby. And me, I've not been about numbers. Me, I'm just more about the connections I make with people, whether it's just an acquaintance, kind of know who people are and, you know, be done with it, or get closer friends or whatever the case may be. I don't like making enemies. Um, that's probably why I'm the type that I'm such a people pleaser. And because I support so many people, it is really hard to go in all different directions to show support. I may say hello into somebody's chat. There's been times that I can only say hey once, and I can't say anything else in the chat again because whether my internet's working or not, or the website won't load, it just depends on the factors that are happening at the time. And it's not that I'm trying to be rude or mean or anything. It When I say hi, that I'm hoping you guys, people that I do go to your streams and see, I hope you guys understand that. And yes, I have said some things even tonight. I am going to be a little bit more selfish, but I'm still going to be supportive towards other people. Um, I'm just going to be more focusing on things for me. I love helping people out. Don't get me wrong. I really, really do. And to show support and to see people grow. I love to see people hit their marks. And I don't particularly like when I see sometimes, and I've seen this not necessarily with the people that I support. I don't see them ever doing this. But when people start um overlooking some people that are in the chat or the viewers, and I'm not saying this is, something that's an ongoing thing. I'm just saying that I've had instances where everybody in the chat but myself has been interacted with by whoever the streamer was, And I'm not going to name names either. And after I've supported them for so long, and it's like, okay, what's the problem here? And then, like, there's times that you guys could probably tell that there had been people, or, whatever, some people were about the numbers. I don't look at it as numbers. I look at it as people. Everybody has a voice. Everybody has um their own opinions. But for me, I look at everybody as people. And I do what I can to respect everybody. One thing that was brought up to me in the last couple of days, they think I have a demeanor that I think I'm perfect. I've never ever said that. Never ever said that I was ever perfect. I'm still alive. I'm human. I can make mistakes as best as everybody else can. Just saying. Hey, David, it's good to see you. Rattle Trap Fishing, hello, hello, welcome. Exactly, Van Life. Money can be the root of all evil, and it can drive people into making decisions that might be better for that person short term, but in the long term, it could potentially be the wrong decision. But yeah, there's a lot of things that, I could go on and talk about, but I've never been about drama. My thing is putting my truth out there, in my opinion. If there is a sticky situation, and I happen to see something, I may make a comment on it, but I'm not gonna like make everything about that. But like I said earlier in my stream, I plan on doing um a couple of videos of one of them is going to be more about strategies, the new strategies with Phasmophobia, because some things have not worked out in people's favors using the old strategies. And hopefully these videos will help bring about, at least to be aware, try something different, don't do the same thing over again, because it can cause you to die in the game. But yeah, we all make mistakes. But me, when I see, and some of you guys do know this, if I see something wrong or I feel like it's geared towards slated against me, I have been known to go to people privately and say, well, what's up with this? I kind of feel like this is going on. What is the problem here? And I do that out of respect for people. And hope, and in a way that's hoping to try to have a resolution. And sometimes that doesn't even happen, you know. And that's true, Van Life. But I know I make mistakes. I know I can be the biggest bitch when I feel like I've been hated on or I feel slated against. I'm very emotional. When I get mad, I sound like I'm crying. When I'm really sad, I do cry. When I'm happy, I do cry. I'm a very emotional type person. If I see somebody that is going through a hard time, I cry for them. If I see a potentially scary situation for myself, I might cry about it. I don't know. It it's just the way I react. Always been that way. And I've always been the type not only to confront people if I feel slighted against, I also will still continue to do as good as I can possibly be to everybody. Now I may avoid the people that have hurt me because I don't want to get sucked back in to being hurt again. I don't want to put that energy that I could spend for myself or to help somebody else on something that I feel like it could end in another heartbreak. Hey, Cassie, it's good to see you. But yeah, that is me in a nutshell. Yes, I have been known to be kind of, I guess you call me a goat because I tend to headbutt a lot with other people. I will sit there and I will argue whether or not it goes anywhere. Who knows? But I love to be happy and I love to make other people happy. And hence why sometimes it may seem like I'm shallow by wanting to please people. And when I've looked up the term fallen angel, it's the definition itself is somebody who's been slighted by life, but still believes in the compassion in humanity and is willing to go far beyond for their friends and family. That's me. I'm willing to go that extra mile. Even if I don't have something, I do what I can to help out, to bring about awareness that there is something going on, that somebody does need help. If I cannot physically help them in some way, the best I can do is share it out. Yeah, that's true. You do have to help yourself before you can help others. And if that is going to make me selfish, so be it. I don't care. Yeah, you're right, Patrick. People that have more money tend to invest it in things that are potentially going to make them more money. Hey, Herman, it's good to see you. But yeah, I've been a little frustrated. I've been tested today. Been at the point where um I'm kind of like, I guess you could say, sort of fed up with stuff. But yeah, there are going to be some changes. Some people are going to like it, and some people are going to be okay with it, and some people are going to take offense to it. I really don't care if you're offended by me doing something that's going to help me in the long run. And in turn, that can actually help me out, helping other people out. And people don't look at it that way. They look at it as, oh, you're too good to come over here. You're doing this, you're doing that. You're being shady. You're being a hypocrite. And like I've said before, people do make mistakes. And a lot of times I have learned from watching other people make similar mistakes. I try to avoid making those similar mistakes because I see what happens. I see what goes on, as a whole, like either on streams, on social media, in real life. In real life, I'm very, very quiet. Not necessarily shy, but just quiet in general. And I don't always get a chance to voice my opinion because a lot of times I don't think about what to say until like hours later. And it's like, damn, I wish I said something then. But I always make a note to say something later on. I'm not quick on my feet when it comes to talking. Um, I don't get a chance to talk that often, but when I do, I love to chit chat and talk. You can help others, but with reason. Yeah. I like what you said, Herman. I'm offended by the fact you think I'm offended. But yeah, there are going to be people that are always going to criticize me. And it's okay. I'm okay with being criticized. I'm not going to go attacking. I'm not going to stand up and say a whole lot. I know, and people, and I'm not taking this as, and you guys don't take this as me degrading myself or anything, but I know I'm cross eyed. That's a medical condition I talked about before. I know it seems like I'm not the intelligent just because I'm Southern. But this Southern girl, when you hear me say, excuse me, you best better have your head stuck down. Because this Southern chick is going to be on it. um, but yes, I am from the South, born and raised here. I love living in the South. I love the Southern cooking. I'm always been that kind of person that I want to be a part of a conversation. And sometimes when I do get into a conversation, sometimes I kind of straddle off, kind of like I'm really talkative, and then all of a sudden I kind of get quiet. And it's not because I can't think of anything. Sometimes I can't relate to what is being said. I couldn't tell a joke. Herman, when any Southern woman says, excuse me, we all screwed. Ain't that right? I know my grandma. Oh my God. I've never gotten in trouble with my grandma that I remember. But there's been a few times in conversation she would explain how, excuse me, ended up being somebody's bad day. And yes, a lot. I don't hear the southern accent, but a lot of people are like, "I love your southern accent." And odd enough, people from that live in my area, they're like, "Where are you from?" I've never met me. They're like, "Where are you from?" I was like, "I'm from here." You don't sound like you're from here. Um, where do I sound like I'm from then? Seriously. Yeah, when mama ain't happy, ain't nobody happy. I love the South. I love seeing the different culture, the rich history of the areas that I've not only lived in, but I've gotten to visit. The cooking is really, really good. The only thing is it's not always good for you. But it's like what they call soul cooking. The kind of cooking that it doesn't necessarily just feed you as a person, but it feeds your soul. It's like comforting. Love it. In California, dang. Now, I will say my mom was born in California. She actually lived in a home right down the road from where Disneyland is at. And she ended up moving to her and my grandma and my aunts and uncle moved to New Jersey when my mom was really little. And from what my mom has told me, she looked up where the house that she used to live in was. They turned it into a, what do you call it? Oh, like assisted home, like an assisted living. You were hatched. Hey, Anna Marie, it's good to see you. You're from Pennsylvania. So, yeah, I've got a mixture of different accents, I guess. Kind of weird, but it's so funny that I'm from the South. I was born and raised here, and even people around in this area say, "Where are you from?" Because you don't sound like you're from here. I just want to go ahead and say, "Bless your heart." California joke. And yeah, like, you know, I will get kind of like a little bit in a tizzy. I will say some things. I will get mad, but that's part of being a human. I get over it. Now, I sure get aggravated, like, when I feel like something ain't right, I will say something. And sound totally from the South. Well, that's kind of cool. And not only that, I live near the mountains of North Carolina. And the way my one of my besties calls it, it's not just southern, it's more of a mountain southern accent. And I'm like, okay. There are some terms that some people have never heard of that you can look up. I, I don't know what all my best friend, which he is from the north, that he doesn't get, and he flips and laughs his ass off every time I say it. But I can't remember all of the ones that he always made comments about. So, but yeah, and one thing about me, I will say, and I'm laughing about this. Do not get me wrong on this. Although I have issues with my eyes, everybody knows that I'm cross-eyed. When I intentionally, I'm not. I'm cool as a cucumber, and I'm intentionally throwing something. I always miss. But when I get pissed off and I get mad, whatever I was aiming for, I nail it. I have been known to just toss even a roll of paper towels at somebody because I was upset about something. This was when I was younger. And this person wasn't paying attention because they thought I would throw it in the floor. No, it hit him right in the head. Of course, I get laughs about it all the time. Don't make her mad. She will get you with something. I don't know if that's just me with my eye condition the way it is, or if it's a family thing, because I think that happens with my mom, and it's happened with my grandparents too, I believe. Where grandparents like to throw something they miss, but they throw it, and when they're mad at it, nail it. Yeah, you're right, Van Life. You can't, you can't always understand some of them. And hello, Kill Hut. It is so good to see you. I get so mad sometimes I could squeeze some grape. Yeah, I get mad, and yes, I will get a little emotional. But usually, when I get mad, I turn beet red. Like you can tell in my face that I'm holding back because you'll see the red start coming up in my cheeks. I don't even have to wear blush when I wear makeup. It naturally comes up at some point when I get mad. And David, hello. I know I probably seen you. I didn't mean to miss you if I did, but it's great to see everybody. Yeah, we do not laugh enough. But yeah, I wanted to let you guys know about the games. I plan on going through them tonight and doing the testing and doing what I had initially wanted to do. I'm gonna edit those, work on putting them out by Saturday or Sunday, hopefully. We got Hurricane Larry gonna hit us up here starting tonight. Ooh. And Patrick. I I've been kidding around for a while now that Ghost Dog has been farting and letting his farts just hang around the Atlantic Ocean, causing these hurricanes. Water people are a different breed. And yet, like, I don't even know where I was going with that. I'm sorry. And I will tell you, I've had, I'm the type of person, because of my eyes, the way they are, I'm very intentional and deliberate about how I do things because I don't want to get hurt. I run into shit. I'll stumble over something. I'll trip over my feet when I'm not paying attention. Well, if there's an emergency going on, you can bet my big ass is going to be running. Like, I tend to, like, if it's an emergency, I don't care. I'm I'm just booking it. Mountain people just had too much of popcorn's juice. I hate that he passed the way he did, but I know um a lot of people said he was a good guy. Popcorn. Never got to meet him, but I got to hear about his story. The hell with people that make fun of your situation. Hell, I have to laugh at myself at times. Like I said, when I get mad, I know people. When I'm not paying, when I'm not intentionally trying to hurt anybody, but I'm mad. So of course, sometimes to get people's attention, I used to throw things. And when I got mad and I threw things, it just whap right at them. We all have a laugh at it. It's not nothing. It's not nothing like new for me. I've, even with my eye situation, yes, I've had a lot of sad times where like I couldn't handle being made fun of. Now now there is that line of, you gonna make fun of me, I'm gonna like overstep that boundary and rise above it just to prove people wrong. And there's been times that I'll laugh with them. I've had somebody, um, as a cashier, I've had a few people look around like, who are you looking at? Because they're looking at the other eye I'm not staring at them with. They're like, are you talking to me? I said, no, I'm talking to the ghost that's standing right behind you. They're wondering why you're stepping on their foot. Good Lord. And they look back, they don't see anything, they start laughing. They're like, you freaked me out there. And I'm like, well, I liked Popcorn Sudden. I have the same thing going on with me. Yeah, I know that there's a lot of people that are sensitive with it. Some people don't have strabismus. People call it cross eyes. I'm going to call it strabismus from now on. People wonder what that is. It's just cross eyes. It's a medical condition, one that you can't exactly help. You can get treatment. It doesn't always work. But I get a little bit, yeah, I tend to get upset not at people going after me with these comments about my eye condition. When you go after people that have similar situations with their eyes that cannot handle it, I get mad. I want to stand up and say something so bad. Right. No different than anybody else. I get so mad about it though. Like when somebody is sensitive, and like I've said before, I am thankful that my dad was more rough around the edges with me and really fucking hard on me. Seriously, he was hard on me when it come to the situation with my eyes. He treated me like as normal as he could. Of course, I always got upset, but he treated me like everybody else. I had to work harder at certain things, mainly stuff like PE or um, things like that, just to be kind of normal and left alone. Because I'll get picked on because I couldn't do a whole lot. But when I did do good, everybody turned around from making fun of me to cheering me on because they seen that I was trying to progress. And because I'm no good at sports, I never really tried out for any sport in school. I always done everything in the books, and I was like a smart ass. I was very smart. I stayed with it. Like there are certain things I even was able to teach my sister. We were in the same classroom for one of our math classes. We were in the same classroom. I had to help teach her and kind of help her study for an exam, and she actually made higher than I did on the exam. Don't ask me how. I thought that was strange. I may be a little rough around the edges at times, but I'm just thankful my mom and dad try to keep everything as normal as possible. Now I've got a double whammy, guys. I'm medically tongue tied too. You might not hear it that much. If I'm really tired, you may hear me slur, but my tongue is attached to a cord that's attached to like the jaw area, all the way to the tip of my tongue. That's another thing that my dad is so dead dead set on trying to help me with my thing, was because he had the same condition. He was born with it. The doctor decided for some stupid reason he was going to cut my dad's cord underneath his tongue. There's nerves down there. My mom was not going to allow anybody to mess with my tongue.
Your dentist wanted to do it.
My dentist wanted to do it.
Yeah, and I said no. And then I said something to the doctor, and he said, if you're going to get it done, it needs to be with the doctor in the hospital.
So there you go. And I had to go to speech therapy, and that was a pain in the butt. But after a while, forming my words and having to sit there and think about what I'm going to say, I got better. And then, of course, my dad, when I said something the wrong way or mispronounced something, he turned around and pronounced it for me, and he expected me to repeat what he had just said. And I know my mom, she don't have that condition, but she mispronounces words too.
Well, I had to go to speech therapy when I was a kid. They had it in school.
You had to go to speech therapy? Oh, I never knew that, Mom.
Yeah, I couldn't say my R very well and a few other letters, so.
But yeah, I've never had that corrected where the cord was removed. It hasn't messed with me too much, But you can tell when I get tired, I start slurring my words, or if I get really mad and I'm trying to talk too fast, I'll flub up here and there. Hey, Redneck Connection, hello. But yeah, I have a double whammy. And growing up, it was tough, but I learned to start laughing more at myself. Yeah, I did get upset. I did get a little emotional at times, but I laughed at myself a lot. There's a couple things that happened that I really wish I could have written down somewhere to remember, but I didn't. But there was a couple times that, like, even now, if I had thought about it, I would be laughing my ass off right now. It is so good to see everybody up in the house. You guys are awesome for being here. But Carol, hello. It is good to see you. Yeah, I've been sitting here chit chatting and just been kind of in a in one of those moods. I've kind of had some things happen, and I'm like, look, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and just sit down and chit chat with people for a little bit. But yeah, when it comes to my bestie, that poor man doesn't know to listen. If he did, he would have things would have been easier on him tonight. I shouldn't have been so damn hard on him, and I tend to be hard on people. Why? I have no clue. Sorry, but I do get hard on people, and that is one of my flaws. Like, as hard as I've been treated when it comes to doing certain things and doing the right thing, I should never feel like I need to press other people and be harder on others. I really shouldn't. And I have been. And I don't mean to be. And I'm admitting it right now. But yeah, I grew up in a weird situation and made the best of it, and as much as I could, made the most of it. And you know what? I I know people are of different religions, but I'm going to talk about. I'm also going to let you guys know one thing that I went into doing. And see, my family, my parents were set on letting me and my sister make our own decisions on religion. Kind of like, if you feel like you fit into one religion, that's okay. You know, there really wasn't judgment as far as, oh, you got to be Christian, you got to be this, that, and the other. No, it was more or less, you should find your own way, which is okay. I kind of understood that, but I'm I'm a Christian. When I was in, I believe, middle school, I had started going to church. And it got to the point where when they had missionary type work, locally and whatnot, to do, like to help paint or to help clean up a house or clean up yards, I would go do that. just to have something to do to help other people out. Um, I mean, really, you know, wanting to help other people out. I think when around the time I turned 18, when I was going to school, g- not going to school, going to college, and I was working at the same time, it got to the point where I couldn't go to church when I normally would, because I usually went every time the doors were open for services and whatnot. I got to the point where I just could not physically do it anymore because I was working all the time. I was at college, um, a local college. I was full time working to pay for my tuition for schooling. And so I was completely invested in that. And it was really hard for me to go to church. And it just got to the point where things were just too much. And I just always looked at it as God understands if that, there's situations that will put you in that predicament where you don't have to go to church every single time. But church don't have to be inside a building. Church can be with two or more people coming together, talking about the word and all that stuff. And I've become more spiritual since I became an adult. And what I mean by that, and I don't want to offend anybody, so please don't take it this way, but religion to me is more of a boxed in type of thing. A lot of it to me is man made. Uh, Going to church, you've got a lot of rules. Just, what they call bylaws and whatnot, um, of how things should go for the church. And I know a lot of it comes from trial and error when things have happened and put them in a bond. They've had to put things into law to protect them. I understand that. I also understand that not every church is the same. Not every denomination of Christianity is the same. There are some um, types of Christianity that are more focused on certain aspects of the Bible than others. Not that they're negating everything else from the Bible, but one thing. It's more or less they're more focused on certain beliefs. It's just like Southern Baptists are focused on the belief that baptism, on top of accepting God, is the way to get saved. And that's kind of where the focus is. So I went from being just straight up Southern Baptist as you come, going to church every day, to not going to church at all. But in doing so personally, I feel like my spirituality got strengthened because I've been able to really focus on my walk with my God, you know. And initially, when I first started going out to go to church, it was for me to have something to do, even in groups and whatnot. Of course, kids can be kind of hard on others. They I was no exception. They were pretty hard on me there too. but they were the groups were seemed to be a little more judgmental in church than they were anywhere else. And that's a good thing, Natalie. I do know because of the pandemic, there's been a lot more of a online outreach of a lot of different churches than there used to be. Back when I was 18, they didn't really have all that. All they had was, oh, you can come in here and sign out a copy of the service for whatever day that you were out and you missed it. And I'm not saying that church is a bad thing, but with my experience, I felt like there has been times that it was more judgmental than anything. And it wasn't that the people were bad. It wasn't that the church was bad necessarily. It just was like I've dealt with in school. It was, things were just judgmental. And I've never liked that. And yes, I even am judgmental myself. I don't mean to be, but it's part of our nature. We all get that first impression of somebody. And first impressions are always judging what that person looks like, how they present themselves, how they say hello and introduce themselves. All that is judged in that first impression. And it's just human nature. We all do that. Hell, people that are friends with me now used to not like me in the beginning because they didn't understand me. Now that they understood me, they're more or less able to not necessarily completely overlook some of the negative or the flaws, but they're seeing more of the positive side, which I thought was really interesting. I found out as an adult about that, about the people not liking me, and a lot of it was I always look pissed off. Some of the time I can't help it. Other times I feel like I need to guard myself. I've always been that way. Like I don't know how to take people. So I get that resting bitch face on. So people take that resting bitch face as something that it really isn't. It's just me. And I do that a lot. And sometimes I don't know how to shut that off. And I understand haters are going to hate. People are going to take what I say the wrong way here. So sorry. But, and that's how I feel. But it's so good to see everybody up in here. We got the Redneck Connection, Carol, Patrick, Natalie. And Kill Hut was in here. Van Life Biker up in here. But yeah, that I kind of initially went live because I was like, I need something to do. But yes, I ended up doing a premiere earlier today. And I do want to give people heads up. Those that watch my Spectrum Retreat videos, this next video, I had to stop what I was doing on the game because it got really sad. And it kind of hit me in a way that, like, no other game has. Like, yes, I get scared. I'll have to stop for a second, calm down, and then finish playing. This made me full on stop. I exited out of the game. I was just like, I can't deal with this. I just can't deal with this because it was so sad. And the storyline, for those of you that haven't been watching the Spectrum Retreat, I suggest you check it out, even if it's just checking out the very first part to see the progression of what happens in the game. Like the very first part of the Spectrum Retreat, in the very first of the first floor, second floor, and third floor. What I may end up doing is doing a video just on the storyline itself of Spectrum Retreat. And it's going to be all spoilers. But this game made me so sad that I just stopped what I was doing completely. And I had to take a few minutes away from the game because it got to me. And you guys are going to find out what it is, but it did make me really sad. And because I have worked in healthcare, I've always been kind of an advocate for people that are that need somebody to help them take care of themselves. I was always an advocate for them, and the struggle and the fight that I've had to do for some of the people I took care of. But basically what happened is, in the Spectrum Retreat, you're a character named Alex. Alex is a guy that doesn't realize that he's in a simulation. This simulation ends up being kind of called out. This phone just happens to appear on your bed, and it's at like a resort hotel thing. You pick it up and you answer it, and it's somebody that is somewhat explaining you're kind of in a simulation, and I don't understand why, but I'm here to try to help you escape. And they explain how to do that. Because your character is the only character that's in that simulation right now. And the only way to get out is there's emergency challenges you have to figure to continue to the next floor, and you have to get to the roof. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You have to go through all the challenges to get to the next floor. And in doing so, you start piecing together the puzzle of the memories that Alex had. And in the story, your child named Robin, Alex's son, gets sick. Don't know what it's about. But then you start seeing parts of the memories where things are getting past due. Your insurance company starts denying treatments, put out in a second mortgage and all this other stuff just to try to pay for the medical bills. And things start coming to a head in the middle of the game. That's where I'm at, and that's where the saddest part is in the game that I know of. I haven't been excelled yet. I still ain't finished that floor yet. But that was one of the hardest things to hear, is because I could relate as somebody who was a caregiver, having to advocate for people that really didn't understand or knew how to get things for them to be done. And I had to be the person to stand in about the doctors and whatnot. So I understood where this character was going with. And not that it wasn't exactly the same, but it was somewhat similar situation that I've had in real life. Okay, Patrick. Very similar, and that's what got to me. It's just a game, but it made me feel this way because I could relate to it from a real life situation, and that sucked. Okay, Natalie. Now I probably done run everybody off after I done the religion and the sad stuff. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry if I run everybody off. But it's so good to see everybody that has been coming up in here. I appreciate you guys. Let me see what this is. But but yeah, there's that. I've got some uh gameplay of Bigfoot. Me and Ghost Dog played together, and he played on his live stream, and I got my side of it on a couple videos. Well, the first round of it that we ended up dying. We got to see got to play a little bit with him. I've got that. I'm gonna be working on some other games as soon as I can. I've got something called Road Company, and it is sort of like, I would say it's kind of a hybrid between Fortnite and Call of Duty because it is so fast paced. So, gonna be filming that at some point. I do have a little bit from when I played Fall Guys. Your phone died. That's okay, Van Love. I've been but yeah, I've been yakking my head off a lot today. So you guys be looking forward to those videos, and hopefully have some of that up soon. I think I'm gonna have more of a special day for this sad video because I know it is gonna be kind of triggering to some. And I only say that because I've learned that from TikTok about the triggering. Cody, hello, how are you doing? But yeah, I've been here, there, yonder. I've been aggravated. been just also been trying to keep myself busy and occupied and not into any trouble. And that's one thing about me. I know my mouth gets me into trouble. It will get me into trouble because sometimes I need to start learning how to hold back and when to let loose. So, but yeah, I hope people understand when I say I'm going to be taking more time for myself than I am going to be doing a lot of supporting. I may stop in to say hello and share out and do all that good stuff, but I might not be able to stay on. With the way my internet has been, especially today, it's been, it was good up until this evening when my dad got home, and then all hell broke loose with it. I'm getting frustrated. I just had enough of it. So I'm going to do what I can where I can. Unfortunately, I don't know when the next time me and Ghost Dog are going to be playing games, because there's only certain times I'm able to play. He can play at any time, no problem. You talk like a truck driver. Hello, Lori. It's good to see you. Me, I tend to cuss like a sailor. Um, because one of my best friends is a former truck driver. I can kind of understand where you're going with that, because I get that sometimes too. Hell, I've had somebody say I'm a clout chaser. Seriously? I'm like, okay. But I'm more caring about the people than I am numbers. If I only have 5 people that were subscribed to me, I'm just as happy as where I'm at now. Hi, Marie. Amber, it's good to see you. Van Life is a truck driver. Cool. Yeah, my best friend is a former truck driver. Been all over the place. Even met me personally, like in face to face, like three or four different times. And we did get to do a small exploration a couple years ago when he was able to do it. Well, it's not an exploration, it's more of an investigation. And we got permission to do an investigation where um, we had it it turned into somewhat of an urban legend, but somebody actually passed away in a parking lot in my area, and it had been a very long time. It happened in 86. I'm 35. Let's see. I was born in 85, so it was about 34, 35 years ago that this incident happened. But back in 2019, me and Ghost Dog decided to do a little bit of an investigation, and we really didn't get that much, but we did get stuff off of the spirit box, and I am planning on releasing that footage at some point. The footage is not the greatest because he was testing it out with me. I was kind of the guinea pig, and he didn't realize that there was parts to it that could have been removed. That could have been better, and it's okay. The audio worked well though, and got to hang out a little bit. He was It was really really cool to be able to meet him face to face so many times, and I'm very grateful for that. I'm still a baby. What are you talking about? I'm a, what do you call it? I'm not going to say a prune because I'm really not. I'm more of a, I guess you could call me kind of a older maid. I guess you could say. I'm single. I am I'm middle aged, basically. Used to be bad, but not as bad. Wow. Well, I'm glad you finally got some answers to your stuff, Amber. You don't drive anymore, but you still hold your CDL, and I think he did. I think, if I'm not mistaken, my best friend does too. Got over 10 years on both of us. Damn. But yeah, that that also sparked me wanting to do a video, and I've been wanting to do a video for a while on the topic of one of the reasons why this woman had passed, and it was more like I'm still going to do it. I just haven't, because it hits too close to home when it comes to that topic. You're going to be a little hard to for me to finish up the video. Ooh, hello.
Yep.
So how are you doing?
I'm eating.
You're eating?
Yep.
We got Amber up in the house, Marie, Van Life Biker, Lori J. I had a lot of people up earlier. I mean, yeah, we're talking about the investigation. I was bringing up about the investigation you and me had done on in the parking lot. I still got plans on posting that, by the way. I just hadn't got around to it. Damn, if you're from the South when you got 4 raccoons hanging up on your porch with the cats. They're just hanging there chilling.
They're eating the cat food out there.
Of course. So what you been up to other than eating? Amber's like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, this ghost dog. Yes, we have ghost dog up on the panel with me. Her comedy show's phone died. Sorry, Angel. Amber says, love you, ghost dog.
Love you too.
And I will say, guys, if you really miss Ghost Dog, he is on Trovo most of the time now. Like almost every single day that he streams, he's on Trovo. It seems like almost every day you have been streaming on Trovo, haven't you?
Yep.
And he does play games. He does play games with me. And if you guys are interested in playing games with Ghost Dog, I'll get you a list of the games that he plays. And you can get an app called Steam. and download Steam, you can talk to him and me and quite a few other people if you want to be friends with us on Steam. So just give me a second and I'll send the link. Patrick says, nice to see you, sir.
Call me sir.
He called you sir.
Get that
I
man a
know.
beer.
You know, you remember Patrick Mayer.
Oh.
Yep. He's up in the chat. And I'm trying to get to why won't it let me share your stuff out? What the hell? Oh, come on. Sorry, folks. Just give me a second. It is it is giving me a hard time. It's like, nope. Oh, here it is. I'm gonna copy the link. This is Ghost Dogs Trovo. I am also on Trovo. I'll start putting the links out in my descriptions of my videos, guys. So Patrick's like, LOL. But yes, Lori J, this channel is a little bit about everything that I'm interested in. It can be anything from gaming to paranormal to chit chat and just being able to connect with you guys. I do explorations, different topic discussions, and whatnot. And I hope you find something you like on my channel. Amber says, Ghost Dog, we need Friday night ghost hunt group again.
Huh? What?
We need a Friday night ghost hunt group.
Huh? They bringing the beer?
I don't know. And Patrick is the ex-military police. Do you remember? You remember him?
I said yes. Multiple times.
Dang, Van Life. You have a son born in the 90s, so you got somebody about my age. Amber says, sure, I'll grab the tequilas.
All right.
I got
How's
my
she talking?
fireball. I got some fireball.
And now we gotta find somebody to drink it because I don't drink.
You're a designated driver.
It costs you each $10 for me to drive you.
$10 a piece or just $10 period?
Oh, $10 a piece. No, $10 a mile. Get it right.
You're trying to rack up some money, ain't you?
Daddy needs some new shoes.
Well, Daddy, everybody else is broke just like you are.
No, nobody beats me in the broke department. You look up broke, you'll see my picture right next to it.
Okay,
Just the
Lori.
way I like it. Just the way I like it.
Okay, Lori, I'll do what I can to read the chat for you. Anybody that is talking to Lori, just make sure you let me know and I'll read it out to her too. It is great to
Lori.
see you and welcome. Lori J.
Lori J. Lori J. She ain't answering.
It's taken a second because I've got slow internet, remember? Patrick says my oldest son was born in the 80s. Good Lord. Wow.
Robbing that cradle, were you?
Ghost Dog I got a 24 pack of Mountain Dew case for you. Amber says.
Huh? What?
A 24 pack of Mountain Dew, a case of it. Amber said she got a case of it for you. Mountain Dew.
I'll tell her I love her.
And Van Life Biker says my pop survived D-Day. Patrick said neener. He's older.
Yeah, but not by much.
I'm surprised Ghost Dog has been let out of the museum. I mean, damn.
Excuse me?
You were let out of the museum?
I was at a museum. Somebody forgot to tell me I'm going back in.
Well, you're not the statue of David, honey.
The hell, I'm the statue of me. I don't need to be anybody. Get it right. Jeez.
And Patrick says a big hello to you, Lori J. My grandmother was blind from a young age, so I know how it is to be blind. She's like, "Can I help you, Ghost Dog?"
Can you
Yeah,
help me?
that male voice is Ghost Dog.
What you gonna help me with?
You were saying, Lori. She ain't answering, Lori. And she's like, "Yes, can I help you?"
Well, I don't know. She just said to say Lori, so I'm saying it.
Try to get her attention, huh?
Did it work?
Yes, because she said, "Can I help you?"
Oh, girl, you better bring a forklift if you want to help me.
Lori says, "My choice to drink would either be Roman Coke or JD Jack Daniels or something like that."
Bunch of drunks.
Amber says, "You want to buy my haunted dolls off me? They came from Middleton, Massachusetts, and 2 girls died in a house fire, but the dolls didn't burn."
Oh shit.
Well, if you buy those, you send them to me.
Excuse me?
I was promised a doll, remember?
I'm losing.
You're losing.
Yeah. This game's cheating.
Now, you can't win all the time, Ghost Dog.
Why not?
Because
the whole idea. Lori. Did you answer yet?
No, not yet. Everybody's laughing.
What's taking her so damn long?
And hello, Colleen. It's so good to see you.
I could have changed my underwear by now.
Uh.
Dang, women so doggone slow.
She said effing smart ass.
You're right. I do have a smart ass. It learns. It's so smart. It knows when to sit down.
And yes, Lori, this is the former trucker that I was talking about. Donna, hello. Donna
You
Cantor
talking
is good to
bullshit
see
about
us.
me again?
Huh?
You talking bullshit about me again?
Other than the museum comment, I really ain't said much. I
Oh.
did say I was sorry. I need to stop being so damn hard on everybody.
Why?
Thank you, Colleen. Well, when I'm hard on people, it tends to make people just turn into haters.
I hate everybody. Oh, wait a minute. I was dreaming. Sorry. I was dreaming again. I'll wake up tomorrow.
Van Life. It says I shower every Saturday, whether I need it or not.
That's just being mean to your body.
And Donna says, Fallen, don't take that from him.
I ain't gonna take anything unless it's money. I'll take it all.
I will say, as much shit as I get from Ghost Dog, I tend to give it back to them in different ways. Amber says she might have Jen and Eddie coming her way. That's cool. Donna's
I want
like,
to know I want to know more about this Mountain Dew. You don't tease a guy like that.
We tend to fight a lot.
You don't tease a guy like that. That's dumb fight words right there.
I wish I had the $40 to get you a case of your favorite drink.
Oh God.
I know you're probably hurting for some. If you're not now, you're gonna be.
Hush.
I don't know if you were in here listening to me earlier talk about when I get mad. Okay, I can't throw things worth a damn. Never have been. But if I get pissed off, I nail it every single time, and usually when I don't mean to. I don't know if you've ever seen me throw anything.
If I get mad, I fart. That's what I do. I just fart. Clears the room out.
Oh, wow, Donna. She's got a pup that... Donna's got a pup that is a Jack Russell Terrier that kind of just happened to come up to her house one day. She found out this morning it was the Jack Russell Terrier, and she's about 3.5 months old.
Well, happy birthday.
You're not.
Is it a purebred? It's a purebred. She probably get some money for it. I don't know how good they'll taste with barbecue, but
Uphill both ways with my brother on my back, and I was thankful. And he says that's the problem with kids these days. You're not thankful.
somebody else talking?
Huh?
I could barely hear you.
No, nobody else is talking except me.
I could hear somebody else talking.
No. My mom went to bed. I'm the only one by myself here. Do I have a spirit that's wanting to try to talk while I'm talking? That happens
That's
a lot,
funny.
actually.
This bull's got green balls.
What?
This bull has green balls.
That come out of left field. Are you sure you don't have a fever or something, Ghost Dog?
Nope.
And Donna says, Ghost Dog, the pup showed up after my husband's death, and I call it my angel pup. Oh.
Cool.
And Amber says, I get pissed when Ghost Dog doesn't come and visit and get this case of Mountain Dew.
Wait a minute. That's supposed to be the other way around. You're supposed to be come visiting me.
Yeah, he's kind of stuck where
Gee.
he's at.
Well, I ain't stuck. I just refuse to move.
Otherwise, you're stuck. I get pissed off. You get every word from A to Z. It's good to see you, Jen, my sis, and I hope you have a good night. Just got home. Oh, that's cool.
Is that Ed and Jenny?
Jen from Eddie and Jen. Yeah.
Tell her she's a punk.
Well, she can hear you.
Well, it sounds better if it comes from your mouth. That way I can say I didn't say that.
But she heard it from you too. So what's the point in me saying it? And Patrick says, Fallen, do you have a radio or a TV on in the background? No, I do not.
I told you.
I do not have anything going on in the background. Do you have something going on in the background? Do you have a TV or something going on?
It's coming from your side, so it wouldn't make a difference if I had something on or not. And your answer, no, I don't.
I don't have anything.
Just the air conditioner goes on and off.
The air conditioner is going on and off, and that's it.
No,
nobody
it's somebody talking.
I don't have anything else open. I swear to God. I'm on my phone. And Amber says she's permanently disabled and in a wheelchair now. It is kind of hard for her to get around.
Excuses.
Yeah, I bet that was a long day, Jen, doing DoorDash. Never know. It could be your husband, Donna. That's what she was saying in the chat.
I try to get on that Instacart shopping thing, whatever, to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Got it loaded up, got the app and everything else. And got my license in and everything else, and now it's stuck on my picture. It won't go any further. I think I broke the camera.
Oh, damn. I'm gonna have to go back and listen to this because there's nobody else talking. You heard my mom in the background.
No, this is somebody else. Like you had somebody in the chat, and their mic don't work that good.
Oh, that's weird. And yes, Donna, I plan on doing that spirit box session with you at some point. I'll have to do it when you're able to, and I got decent internet because I'm gonna be doing it a more of a private session. I don't feel comfortable doing it live stream, but I am gonna record it and all that stuff. So I'm looking forward to doing that for you. Jen, it's just me and Ghost Dog. Yep, just me and Ghost Dog.
Why did you send the link to anybody else?
I was going to, but everybody was sharing other links out, and I feel like they were busy with that instead. So, not many people when I do send invites come up anyway. So, your mic fade out, then someone coming in talking. It's a woman. And Ghost Dog, would you like to be a part of that spirit box session
Nope.
when I go to do that?
Nope.
Why not?
Because you said it was a private thing.
Well, it was gonna be private. She's saying that she said that's fine, that you can be there too.
I'll probably be sleeping.
It's probably gonna be during the day.
And I pray to God I'm working. Everybody pray for me that I get a job.
Yes, Ghost Dog is finally right. You don't care if I say it, do you?
What, broke?
Do you care if I mention what the status of like unemployment and stuff?
Yeah, it's over with.
Yeah, it's finally finished. He's been, since he's been on unemployment and they mandated the looking for a job aspect, he's been steadily looking for a job since they started that, and he's still looking for a job even now. And Van Life says jobs are everywhere, but as you know, as far as a truck driver, if you've been on the road for so many years, like Ghost Dog, he's been on the road 25 on 25, 26 years. And as rough as the roads are and the way that the truck shakes, it kind of messed his back up. So he is limited to what he can physically do. So he has to be kind of careful with that.
Yeah, I'm a crippled old man. Bring me my walker. What the hell? Taking you guys so damn long.
And Amber, you cannot braid his beard until I do it. And I done got dibs on braiding his beard. Yeah, Amber was like, I love your beard. Can I braid it?
You love my beard. What's wrong with my beard?
I done told Ghost Dog, I was like, I'm gonna braid it for you. He's like, no. But yeah, I already had the first dibs on braiding it.
It gets braided every time I wake up.
I just find it weird that let me see if I can. I wonder what happens if I record this to the cloud. How is this going to work? Okay. It's saying recording in progress. So maybe I can check back later on it and see what it says. I know my wife is a disabled truck driver. She drove triples, non-axles, 129,000 pounds.
She knows what I'm talking about then.
So if there's any spirits that are wanting to talk while I'm on live stream, you're more than welcome to come through. You just can't attach to me or harm me or anybody else. And no negative shit either, please.
Well, at least it was nice enough to tell me that I'm being recorded.
I
plead
told
the
you I
fifth.
was going to record
I
it.
plead the fifth on everything.
I
I
told
may or
you I
may
was
not.
going to start recording it.
I may or may
Tell 'em.
not. I may or may not have said it. And
You
I
there?
deny. Okay, we can go. Oh, where was I? Oh yeah.
And Lori said, did anybody hear what Biden said tonight? Yes.
Who? Who?
Lori is talking about what Biden said tonight.
Who?
He had a press conference where he talked about he's mandating for people to be vaccinated. Employers have to have everybody in their company vaccinated or to
Nope.
have it mandated for it.
You can't do that. It's against the law.
And then the other alternative is that you take the COVID test
Nope.
every single week while you're
Nope.
working.
Nope. You can't mandate it. You can't. It cannot pass.
Well, he's mandated it, just like
Yeah,
he's done.
nobody's going to follow it either.
I don't agree with it myself. Personally, I feel like you have the right to choose. And with a lot of stuff that has been going on, and what I've seen with people that have been vaccinated, I'm actually leery to get the vaccination. It doesn't mean that I won't get it later on, but I don't feel like right now is the appropriate time to get it.
No, I'm not going to get it because it's not approved.
Yeah, it's only for companies with over 100 employees. And Amber says if you come visit, I'll get you the Mountain Dew and make my pizza lasagna.
See, now she's just being mean.
Hell, I'm still disappointed in you. You haven't come and tried like my homemade lasagna.
Yeah, I'll get right on that. I'll start walking tonight.
Exactly, Donna. But yeah, it is FDA approved, Ghost Dog.
No, it's not.
According to the news and the FDA.
Yeah, news. You mean the one that's paid off by the government? FDA cannot approve that because it's not been fully tested. And you got people dying from it. Look at West Virginia just clearly stated. Governor came on live TV and stated 25% of all COVID cases in the last month were fully vaccinated people. 21% of the COVID deaths were fully vaccinated people.
And I've read some things on other countries that were almost completely vaccinated. Like the majority was vaccinated. And there was I can't remember what country right off the top of my head, but I do know that it was about 60% of the cases of the people that passed that had COVID actually had the vaccine. So it doesn't matter if you got the vaccine or not. It sounds like to me, but I'm not pressing my belief on anybody else. I feel like we should have a freedom of choice. Seriously.
For the president to enact a mandate like that, he must also enact martial law.
And the Pfizer was FDA approved, not the Moderna yet. And people that I personally have known from school and whatnot have tested positive for COVID, has had their vaccines. One of them's laying up in the hospital right now. Not only has COVID pneumonia, she also has some other problems going on with her. Don't know if it's just everything happened at one time or what's going on, but it really bothers me that that's happened. And they shut down a lot of the gatherings that they were planning on having in the next few months. As of right now, everything is canceled due to the rise of positive tests. And yeah.
Yeah, I can never figure that one out. If a whole big percentage of people are taking the COVID vaccination and whatnot, why is it rising?
I don't know. And Donna says, I know people that's had both shots and still died.
Well, anybody that has a shot's going to die in 5 years, anyways. That's how Bill Gates' plan is.
Damn.
You're going to see unemployment go right through the roof, too.
And Van Life Biker has a suggestion. He says he's done a lot of research, and this is the kind of regimen that he found that is probably going to be the most effective to help the immune system. And I'll send it to you in a minute.
Yeah, the best cure for COVID, everybody stay home for 2 weeks.
Actually, more than that. Don't it take about a month to kind of get over it? That's from start to finish
2
and
weeks.
free of it.
2 weeks. Just
And
once you got it, you're kind of screwed.
Donna says me and my husband both had the vaccination after having COVID. Her husband is the one that passed.
My heart out to your husband.
No vaccine is perfect. It'll only make the sickness easier to deal with. That is true. Supposed to help with the symptoms and getting over it quicker. Supposed to. But I think a lot of people have been suffering from it, from just even more so, it sounds like. But it's a scary subject, it really is.
I'm just real proud of that West Virginia governor to come out live on TV and basically told everybody the COVID theory is bullshit. Straight up bullshit. People are still dying from it. People are still getting it. 25%. And that's just in that state alone. And since the vaccine started, our state, our county, just our county, not our state, our county averages between 20 to 60 to 70 people a day getting COVID. Confirmed cases.
In Ghost Dog, Donna says it caused her husband to have upper respiratory failure, and that led into heart attacks.
And I don't doubt it. I really don't.
Now, if I was to get it, the reason why I've been, especially now, the reason why I've been staying shut in, not going out and exploring and not really going out and hanging out with any friends, is because I'm susceptible. I've got asthma. I am overweight. I'm more likely to get set into the hospital, whether I have the vaccine or not, because of my asthma. My asthma, once I start getting an attack, it's worse. They said it's 60% worse on me when I have an asthma attack than most other people. So one doctor had told me, if you got the COVID, you would automatically probably be in the hospital within a couple of days. So to be careful, I've been staying home. There's really no need for me to go out. Yeah, kids going back to school, and Lori says they've already got 3 positive cases at that school system. And you're right. I believe that the COVID does thicken the blood to where it makes it harder for the heart to pump,
And it also changes your DNA.
and it causes clots too.
So if you like your DNA changed, go ahead, take it.
But oh, that's cool. I didn't know that.
What's that?
Van Life was saying this. I can't even pronounce it. Quercetin loosens mucus and improves respiratory. Um, People have been taking it for asthma and COPD for years. That, along with like zinc and a couple of vitamins, C, D3, and K2, should be helpful in protecting and improving the immunity. But yeah, me personally, I'm very leery about getting the shot anyway. It seems like, you know, some of it was done in haste and wasn't following all the procedures. And I understand, because it is a pandemic, they're trying to get something out to help people. But seeing as how it's making people sick, or has made people sick, even worse off than they would have if they didn't get the shot. I don't know. I'm very iffy about it. Like, I understand later on, maybe that could be a possibility for me. But as of right now, I'm too worried for myself to take it. Van Lifeson, who told us about that a long time ago? Trump. But he was an idiot.
Who?
And Van Life was saying that. Who told us about quercetin a long time ago? Trump. But of course, he was an idiot.
Yep.
And if you have a stent in your brain, the doctor will tell you not to get the shot like they told
Why not? It's safe.
my husband. Donna was saying that
Yeah, why not? It's supposed to be safe.
the doctor told him not to get the shot. Because he had a stent in his brain. Now that's pretty scary. When the doctor tells you not to, yeah. Yeah, and I think that's the way it's gonna start being, unless you get a stay at home job and you don't have contact with anybody, they're gonna eventually have it to where policy in the companies that you have to have the shot before you get hired.
Like I said, wait, give it a couple months, you're gonna see unemployment go right through the roof.
I know federally there's a lot of people that were it was mandatory they had to take the shot. Federal employees. I don't know, it's just really, to me it's really sad
It
that
is
it's
sad.
come to this.
It's sad that people won't listen. And they're too busy following sheep.
Lori says mine is my white lupus epilepsy. They need to keep me away from those illnesses, so I haven't left my house since all this started, and it really sucks. Donna's like, I won't get hired
I'm just
then.
pissed off that it killed her husband.
Yeah, it was sudden too. I remember kind of watching updates about him. And like I was worried and I was praying for him and everything. And then the next thing I know, had talked about him actually, the thought of him possibly coming home, um, like within days or whatever. But then it got to the point where later on that day, I remember there was going to be like a candlelight vigil just to keep him in our thoughts and prayers and whatnot, to fight this. And before it got done, that's when he had the heart attacks and all that. And he was a good guy. He had been up on my panels a couple of times, and um, we talked about paranormal. Hell, he had some pictures. I don't remember which stream it was, but he had some pictures to show us of a place that it was like a place that he lived at had a neighboring graveyard or something to that effect, or had been a graveyard at one point, something to that effect. And these pictures were older. There were actual pictures, not the digital pictures, and there were orbs everywhere. And he was explaining them, telling us these stories and stuff. I will never forget that. And I've always appreciated seeing him around, always. And Lori's saying that there are children on respirators. Yep. Yeah, it was a very sad situation, and I hate that that happened. And I still remember that. I don't even have to look up the stream to remember that, and that was one of my biggest memories with of him. Um,
was getting a chance to talk about the paranormal. I just never will forget that. And he's always been a kind guy. And every time I see him, he was always saying hello to me. Definitely miss him. Are you still there? You
Nope.
got kind of quiet. I guess you got bored. But you guys, I am planning on doing a video. I can't do it live stream because my stuff won't let me. But I'm gonna do a video where I'm doing a spirit box session in a location. I'm gonna be by myself, and this is gonna be an interesting type video because the way I have it in my head, I'm hoping that something interesting happens while I'm doing the spirit box session. Not just the spirit box itself either. So, guys, I do plan on coming back into doing paranormal stuff. Donna's like, I just want to play with Ghost Dog's beard.
No.
Amber says, can I play hide and seek in your beard?
Why does everybody want to play with my beard? Grow their own beards.
I'm surprised your beard hadn't turned itself into a comb.
What?
I was surprised your beard has not turned itself into a comb or a brush.
You're tripping again, aren't you?
Like you hadn't tripped out?
I don't trip out.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't. I just pass out.
But yeah, I definitely don't want people to get discouraged if they decide they want to take the shot, go for it. Me personally, I'm about freedom of choice. Exactly, Laura. We don't know who is right and who is wrong. That's why I believe in freedom of choice. Donna said, if I grow a beard, people will look at me funny.
Hey, we got to bring back the circus thing.
Oh, God.
The good old days.
You know what bothers me the most? You've probably seen the one of the girls do like a one of those masks. Like they put it on their face and it's a different color, like a white or a blue or a green color or a black, and it's supposed to help with pores and blemishes and all that stuff. That kind of mask. You set it on for so long and you can peel it off or wash it off. Well, one time my happy little ass decided I'm gonna get some charcoal mask stuff. Okay? I wash my face, I do what it says on the directions to apply it. I let it sit there like it's supposed to be a peel off mask because that's what it is, it peels off. I swear to God, that sucker decided it wanted to stay. It was like I freaking just waxed my face. Hair that I didn't know I had came off. And you could see it in the damn mask. I'm like, I didn't realize I had hair there. What the hell? I had like a peach fuzz thing going. It took me forever to take that damn thing off. And Amber said, I'm surprised Ghost Dog's beard didn't grow feet.
Who says it hasn't? I'm never telling my secrets.
We all know the vax is wrong, so I'm not going with nothing. Yeah. I totally understand that, Van Loff. Oh, that's cool. Van Life says if your power goes out, I'm the guy that gets it back on. Kind of important to people. It sure is.
Power's overrated.
If I remember right, that was Ghost Mafia. Yes, I know Ghost Mafia. He's a cool guy. Um, here lately he's been doing, or for a little while ago, he had been doing music streams on D Live, and done a really good job at it. Has a lot of different shows that he does, whether it could be Scary as Catch. Damn, what else did he do? I think it was also called. There was one called Question Everything. Different little shows, and always look forward to his shows. They were really, really cool. I'm sorry to hear that, Donna. Today will make a month since Anthony's death, and I miss him like nuts. I'm so sorry to hear that. Take care, Patrick. He says, sorry, I have to go. Take care. Be safe, everyone.
Good night, Pat.
And I agree with Donna. Donna says, Van Life, you do an awesome job then. He's the one that gets the power back rolling for everybody. Dang, I just don't get why it echoed earlier. Is it doing it now? Ghost Dog.
What?
Is it doing it now where it's kind of echoing another voice or anything?
No.
Why is it when I record it again, or like record it for a cloud, it does that? It's weird. Linemen are overwhelmed. Understand that. So, Ghost Dog,
Why?
out of all the games that you have that you've played, which games do you like the best?
Sniper contracts.
Sniper Contracts?
Yep. You know that.
Yes, but I figured since I do a lot of gaming on my channel, asking what kind of games you like ain't nothing. good little topic. Now, for those that know how I play games, I do have the contract game that he's talking about, and I plan on doing videos. I just haven't gotten around to them yet. I actually done something stupid and started a brand new game. So I'm starting from scratch on this one. And as difficult as the first one was, the other ones are very, very challenging. Oh wow. That sucks. And Donna says, Lori, I have to wear a mask where I work at the military hospital in housekeeping. Yep.
Lori.
And Lori says, I've already been in an emergency room for 8 hours and had to wear those miserable masks. Couldn't wait to get out of there so I could actually breathe.
Lori.
And Van Life says, I pray for the South without power. Non union low wages equals you're screwed, honestly. I heard, but I don't know if this is true, that the North Carolina teachers, if they even talk about unions and there is somebody that overhears it, they can be blackballed from not ever being able to get another job in as a teacher again. Ain't that sucky? Hell, I remember when I was in high school, we had talked about it like the students did, but the teacher's like, I can't say nothing. I was like, okay, what's your problem?
Lori.
And Lori says, have to have my power on because I have an air mattress on my bed, and if it goes out for too long, my booty will break down. And Donna says, Lori, think of it this way. You wear a mask, you won't have to smell no one's fart. Yeah, especially ghost dog's fart.
Hey, my farts smell good. They smell like roses.
Oh, but yes. Even the cat won't go in the bathroom after you done used it.
How do you know?
You said it
You
on a
got
live
a camera in
stream.
here or something?
No, you've said it on a live stream before. You admitted it.
I must have been drinking.
Oh Lord, I hope not.
Cat was drunk.
I'm honestly surprised that your last fart didn't turn into another hurricane.
I'm just keeping one of those guys, the lineman, busy. I'm his career guaranteed.
How?
How? Easy. I fart, people die, electricity goes off. He's got to come in and do something.
Damn.
You're welcome.
But I don't know what to say after that. Oh my god. But did you happen to see the video I posted today?
For what?
My game.
I don't know.
You don't remember?
I don't remember what I had for dinner.
But you remember me discussing this about the next episode
Are
of
you
it
talking about
being
that Spectra game?
that Spectrum Retreat?
The one that nobody watches?
Actually, a lot of people watched it this time.
I played that Phasmophobia tonight, and I really didn't see what any difference in an upgrade. You
But
still die as easy as can be.
I don't get what you're trying to say. Okay,
Phas
Cricket.
what?
Huh? I was talking to the cricket to hush. There is a cricket somewhere in the house, and it will not leave us alone.
Good cricket.
Don't agree with him, damn it.
I'm going to agree with him. Cricket's got to stay together.
But yeah, Phasmophobia. I'm going to be doing videos on those about the Phasmophobia and the Bigfoot. What I was trying to help you with, get that one little extra thing. And I'm going to make videos out of those. I've already done it once on that Bigfoot game.
I still want to know how you know how to do it.
I just goofed around with the drone. I happened to see the picture, and I'm like, After playing it enough to see everything on the map, and not necessarily killing the thing, the Bigfoot, I just started messing around. I knew that the drone was able to shock stuff. Didn't know why that radio was there, so maybe shock it back to life. And I remembered seeing that paper that was on the picnic table inside that lodge. And so I
Yeah,
was
but my
like, well,
question is, how'd you put those two together? That's my question.
what?
The radio tower and those rocks. How did you put those two together? Because the paper doesn't say anything about the radio tower.
No, it don't.
Exactly.
The thing is, if there's really no use for the radio tower, and the radio tower doesn't work, so why not shock it back to life? My thing was, I seen that paper, okay, with the rocks. There for a while, I camped out at that specific spot, and I ended up, after a little bit, I was like, well, shit, there's nothing going on, you know. Okay, good night, Van Life. So I was like, there's got to be something else happening. And then I thought about the tower. There's nothing to do with the tower, so zap the damn tower. Done what I done with the rocks, and just sat there and watched. And then something awesome kind of happens. So
Yeah, a
that's how I
UFO
figured
comes
it.
down.
Huh?
A UFO comes down
How do you know that?
because it's on the picture of the paper.
But you got to do it in order. You got to find the paper, then do the radio tower, then do the rock thing. But it's really cool. I actually liked it. Now, the thing with the phasmophobia, you and me both know ghosts like to eat energy, take energy. They'll take energy out of batteries, anything that's electronic. Their thought line was, from what I understand, was the fact that anything electronic attracts the ghost to begin with.
Yeah, except there's one little problem with that. You have a whole bunch of electronics in one room. EMF detector, dots light, cameras, video cameras, voice, whatnot, all going on in that room. The
Mhm.
ghost eyes start hunting. He's coming after you because you have one flashlight. What's wrong with that picture?
It's the same as even if you're quiet and you're not saying anything, and you still got background noise, you still get got by the ghost.
No, there's no noise. I'm telling you, the game is fucked. Whoever did these upgrades is so full of crap, it's not even funny.
So I'm gonna be doing, and see, I haven't. The only time I've ever really died was when you were when I was working with you. I haven't really died that much by myself. There got AC kicked on. Um, I do know. I do have an idea with you because you do have multiple microphones set up. If you mute one, my theory is it kicks into another one to try to listen for you. I ain't proved that it done that, but there is that possibility.
Yeah, no, that's a good theory, except for one problem. You have 20 different devices going off, setting off all kinds of electronics. One flashlight should even phase it.
Our bodies work off electricity, Van says.
Yep.
But according to this, like the way it's set up now, all devices need to be turned off, even flashlights need to be turned off.
Yep.
The only things that you can use that are not energy driven, energy type devices would be something like a glow stick, a, a candle, sage.
Yeah, but just like your friend said, our bodies are energy. So
and
how
I
many
see what
how many
y'all are
inve-
getting at,
how
but
many investigate how many investigations have you done where it drains your body?
you mean in real life or on
In real life?
online has been a lot worse than what it does to me in real life.
Well, I know for a fact spirits will drain the energy out of a person. I know that for a fact. Hence the reason I have 7 rules. Eat, sleep, don't be sick before you go
Right.
on a hunt, because the spirits will use your energy. What do you hear people doing spirit box? What's one of the things they say? Use my energy, use my energy.
Yeah, I don't like doing that. And that is one of the number one reasons why sometimes I'm like, no, I don't feel like doing a spirit box session because I'm not exactly up to par with my energy. And definitely if I'm working, don't ask me to go out to do an investigation right after I got off of work because I'd be drained so much. I could possibly pass out while I'm doing my investigation, doing a ghost hunt. I want to be safe. I don't want to be in a position where I can become kind of sick because my energy's drained so bad. I've had
Like I
people
said,
do that, and I'm
but or
like,
but
no.
but the point is we give off energy. So it ain't gonna make a difference if you got a device on or not. We're still energy. So it's still gonna come back to you.
Yeah. But it's a
Hence the
game,
re- I
remember?
always- hence the reason I said the game's fucked up.
You certainly got mad today. You're like, I don't get it. I don't get it. And you're like, I give up. I'm not even playing it. Let's go play something else.
Yeah, because there's no winning the game. I mean, you get lucky, yes, but you're not really winning. You're getting lucky. I
Oh,
have
so
better
you
chances of I have
are
a
you
better
mean like
chance at a
that
crap.
lucky?
I have a better chance of winning playing craps than I do playing Phasmophobia.
It's learning to adapt to the different strategies because things have changed so much now on there. I I know with it being a game, there's only certain amount of stuff that they're going to be able to do to make it more realistic. I understand that.
All anybody was asking for is update their equipment, get more ghosts, and build more houses. That's all we were
Like,
asking. We didn't say
build
anything
maps.
about making it harder, making it so ghosts can come through walls, making it so if it says defend a ghost, defend yourself against a ghost with a crucifix, that despite if you got the crucifix right in your hand, it still kills you. Nobody said anything about that.
And good night, Lori. Much love to you. Thank you so much for being here. And Van Life, thank you for being here as well. I know you guys are going to be stepping out. Um, I appreciate you guys being here. And Donna agrees with Van about the um bodies working off of electricity.
Yep.
Because our soul is a bottle of light. Yeah, we have auras, we have different kinds of energy. We get off vibes, I guess you could say. You know, we have these good vibes or bad vibes or, just weird vibes. That's energy coming. You're receiving a certain kind of energy from somebody. If you got a good vibe from somebody, um, it's positive energy, of course, If somebody's negative, you get that bad vibe. You're like, something's up with that. You know, that's the energy that somebody is putting out into the world. Mafia, hello, Mr. Lurker. What about us lurkers? Well, I appreciate the lurkers. And Billy Nacious 13, hello. Somebody got quiet. You still there?
Nope.
You halfway there, huh? But yeah, right now we're talking about energy and a game that me and Ghost Dog both play and a few other people play. Me and him are having kind of a big debate. The way they got it set it up now in Phasmophobia is kind of ass backwards a little bit. And with it being kind of ass backwards, Ghost Dog is a little bit perturbed with it. He's just like, nope, not doing this. Nope, 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 nope.
So let me understand this correctly. So if the light starts blinking, shut off your flashlight, right?
You
Is
shut
that
off
what you're
all
saying?
your electronic
Yeah,
devices.
yeah. You could have shut off your flashlight, right?
Yep.
How the hell are you gonna move? Because it gets pitch black.
That's why it's always good to have candles lit and glow sticks and stuff, because glow sticks and stuff like that, you're gonna be able to still see what
Like I
those.
said, you're investigating a room. You're not thinking about glow sticks. You're not carrying extra glow sticks because you only get to carry 3 things. So ghost sites attack and turn off the flashlight. You can't go anywhere because you can't see anything. How does that work?
I don't know all the logic to it. All I know is that anything that has that kind of energy.
Yeah, I know the logic. It's stupid. They
It
fuck up
can
the
blow
game.
out a candle though. That's the thing. If you do try to use a candle and you're getting hunted, yeah, candle go out, you're screwed.
Yep. Because you got ghosts that blows out candles. Then what?
Now the
Like I
glow
said,
stick,
they made it nearly impossible. Like I said, if you win that game, you literally just won by pure luck. No experience, no logic, no thinking, no strategy. It's pure freaking luck.
right?
Because every time that ghost wants to hunt, you're dead.
Yeah.
No ifs, no ands, no buts. Ghost tries to hunt, you're dead. It's supposed to ward off. Crucifix is supposed to ward it off, right? To stop a hunt. It says it right there. Stop a hunt with a crucifix. You have a crucifix. Guess what? It still kills you. So, why do they have that?
I don't know. I know they're because they're putting out new stuff. It's still glitching. Don't know for
It
sure.
started, like I said, people did not want the game to be impossible. They just wanted maybe more ghosts, definitely want different buildings. I read some of their stuff. They want a freaking hospital. Why don't we have a hospital yet? You know, they got an asylum, they got a prison. Where's our hospital? Uh, People ask for more gadgets, and we also ask for one thing: be able to carry more gear. Never got it. Instead, what do? Made it impossible to win the game.
I think initially what they're trying to do is revamp some stuff and try to make things more efficient. And then they started working on the ghost mechanics because they were bringing in new ghosts into the
Yeah,
game.
ghost.
They
Bringing in
got
ghosts I've never heard of before. I've never heard of a Hantu.
there's 4 different types of ghosts. The Hantu actually is one of the unique ones they have. What this unique one they have is
Until this
Hantu.
game, you ever heard of a Hantu?
A Hantu is based off of temperature.
Like I said, before they brought this game out, this Hantu into this game. You ever heard of a Hantu spirit? I know I haven't.
An Asian culture ghost. I don't know for sure. I haven't heard it, but
Where the fuck my cigarettes go to?
your ghost ate them.
I think it did.
You farted and it set them on fire. But yeah, I get why you're frustrated with it.
I'm
And
not
as
frustrated. I'm disappointed because the game was a great game. I played it all the time.
Hell, you're at 750 levels.
Exactly. Goes to show you, I used to play it all the freaking time because it was a great game.
And have you noticed it gets a little bit harder as you add people to it and you're not just by yourself?
Or you can fix that and put it on amateur.
No. It doesn't mean when you're by yourself, everything falls on you, but when you've got multiple people, it's on everybody else. So if one's got stuff that's loud in the background, it's not really that quiet unless they're speaking, that sort of thing. Some ghosts are gonna get more agitated because there are ghosts that are triggered by the voice. The
You
more
know what?
more
You want me
agitated.
you want me to prove my point on no matter what electronics you have or don't have and the voice thing? I'll play a game and the only thing I'll have literally is a candle and I'll mute my mic. So there's no sound and there's no electronics. I bet you I still get killed.
Do you want me to do that challenge too?
No, it's not a challenge. I'm saying I'm going to do this
Well, it kind of is a
just to
challenge.
prove my point. It
Like,
doesn't
don't
make it.
use a
It really
flashlight.
doesn't make a difference if you got a flashlight on, and it really doesn't make a difference if you talk or not talk. They made it impossible. It just really pisses me off. And yes, I am pissed. It really pisses me off when they take a perfectly good game, don't listen to the people that are asking for certain things, but decided, oh, we're just going to crank it up so nobody can win it.
And guys, please don't be arguing in my chat.
Who's arguing?
Much love to you, Mafia. Much love to you, Colleen. It's good to see you guys here. I know,
I
Mafia.
can't do. I just got the phone on and I just got the Zoom on. I can't see any chat or anything.
I know. I know, Mafia. I just. Yeah. But yeah, that game is just really kind of. It seems like the more they brought in a couple of extra developers to help kind of push along some of the newer stuff to that game. And that game has just gotten more complicated and more confusing initially unless you read up what they're doing and try to implement what they're saying in the fixes. You know?
I, I hate to argue with you on that one or debate you against it one. It isn't challenging. The game really isn't challenging at all. It's just simply impossible.
I know for me, when I played with you on the prison map, it it was hard. Like I got killed and I was right there trying to get out the door and it got me. Just that quick. I remember that.
And like I said, they really messed up this game. Used to be a great game. I used to promote it. I loved the hell of it. I played it constantly. And then they just totally fucked it up. Now, one thing I do like, I like the dots. But why only two? You get in the big room, those dots are useless. You know?
Well, I agree with you, Mafia. That it you know, that shouldn't have happened. The guilty by association thing.
You're on a whole different level of talking to somebody.
Yeah, I was listening to you and I was addressing what was said in the chat. And Mafia, you do not have to go. Nobody has to go. I understand where you're coming from.
They ain't talking about me, are they?
No.
Oh, okay. Carry on.
Yeah, nobody has to leave. I appreciate you guys being here for sure.
Tell Ghost Mafia, hello, stranger.
And Colleen, if you're still lurking, it was good to see you in my chat, and I appreciate you being here. Are there any games like out of the list that I sent you that you would want to play?
I don't know. I haven't looked at them.
Yeah, Ghost Dog had on his channel had kind of a challenge. If there's games that are like first person shooter,
Wasn't a challenge. It was. I was bored. I was just going to try some new games.
something different, you know. We both downloaded Road Company, and Road Company is kind of reminds me of Fortnite, and it reminds me of um kind of like Call of Duty, but not really. It's really fast paced. You really have to go through the tutorials before you really get into it. Hell, the first time I played Road Company, I got cussed out by a kid because I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I was like, whatever. And my first challenge was a 6-person versus 6-person deathmatch. That did get interesting. But yeah, I haven't, because I am now kind of bogged down with between trying to edit videos and playing these games and stuff. I cannot really add any more games to what I've already got. And I've had to uninstall some games off of my computer just to have room for making videos. And definitely looking forward to making a lot of paranormal videos. But yeah, I do plan on doing a couple of phasmophobia videos. That Bigfoot video, I really want to be able to do. And I need to finish the Spectrum Retreat at least onto the 4th floor because I'm at the very last challenge and I can't get past it just yet. um and Ghost Dog, do you plan on doing any paranormal streams?
I don't know. Won't know until I'm actually doing it.
Huh?
I won't know until I'm actually doing them.
Is it that, I mean, I was wondering why you haven't really done many paranormal streams. Is it because the energy's not there or the activity
No,
might not be there that
I
you've
haven't done them. There ain't nothing special about it. Just haven't done them.
just hadn't been interested maybe?
No,
Real
I just haven't done them. That's my answer.
Okay. Okay. I was just curious. I'm sure other people were curious. And I'm just curious, anybody that is still in the chat and even Ghost Dog, do you guys have any suggestions as to um like paranormal stuff that like bringing do when I do my spirit box session, I was thinking maybe do dowsing rods. I'm not sure how that would pick up with me being outside with lights, how it's going to pick up the dowsing rods. But I was thinking about maybe doing dowsing rods. The last time I used my EMF detector, my arm got grabbed, and and my dad was not happy with that. So I don't know if I'm gonna do a session with a K2 or EMF detector, that sort of thing. I don't know what to do, to be honest. So you got any suggestions?
Nope. Do what you feel comfortable doing.
Okay. Okay. I guess I'll just have to wing it. Hopefully I'll get something I'm the way I'm hoping to get something. Um Usually when I do spirit box sessions or an investigation, something tends to happen. It's not like major, but you have to be kind of watchful when I do these kind of videos because I'm not gonna say if I caught anything or not. I'll let you guys look and see for yourself before I say anything. Hell, I've had explorations turn into paranormal, and I didn't even realize it because I didn't really. I guess you could say I didn't really review it that much. I guess. Yeah, I only reviewed it enough to just clip out, like, if there's I accidentally shot somebody in there that didn't want to be in the film video. I clipped those out. The rest of it's uncut. And had some pretty good, interesting things happen for sure. But I guess I am going to go ahead and take off. I want to say thank you, Ghost Dog, for popping in for a little bit. I appreciate you being here. Hopefully, I can get a panel going one day, do some kind of improv story or something to that effect one of these days. Because I know you like doing those improv stories. You are very quiet. You there?
Yep.
Okay. Well,
Nope.
but much love to each and every person here. Thank you guys for being here. And guys, always remember, you never know what's out there until you spread your wings and fly.
So keep your wings tucked, and you'll be just fine.